Welcome back to Soul TV.
It's been a long time being gone, but we're back.
I hope everyone had a fun Valentine's Day.
And a great 3-day weekend last week for President's Day.
Oh, what should we do now?
Let's get started, shall we?
This Friday is our color run.
Remember to wear white and fun clothing to participate.
I hope we fundraise $15,000 so we can make Mr. Romano shave his beard.
I want to throw a water balloon at Dr. Cordova.
So remember to turn in your color run funds so you can help us reach our goals. Last week, PTSA held a community day on Saturday, February 22nd.
Let's take a look of some of the fun that happened on Saturday. This week we will have minimum days on Wednesday and Friday.
Wednesday is a minimum day for the whole school.
Friday is a minimum day for only K through 5.
A few weeks ago, our 6th graders took a 3-day adventure to Catalina Island.
The 6th grade students explored oceanography, marine biology, as well as had some fun adventures.
Let's take a quick look at some of those fun experiences they had.
Now it's time for your birthdays. Oh, that reminds me. Now it's time for your birthdays. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Roll those birthdays.
And here are some books you should check out. For our older students, we have King of the Tightrope by Donna Bowman. This is a true story about a Frenchman named Jean Francois who was born into a family of acrobats. He started at an early age and his talent became well known. He would tightrope walk with chairs, instruments, and even people on his back. It all became too easy until he went to perform in America and heard about Niagara Falls. He knew that would be his next challenge, walking across the Great Falls. For our younger audience members, we have The Rain Came Down by David Shannon. One morning the rain came down. It did not just affect the animals, but the mood of the entire town. Read along to see how a rainy day can cause people's moods to change and how a little sunshine can fix everything afterwards. Now let's check out a book from one of you.
Hi, my name is Kylie Chabadia, and the book I'm reviewing is called Earth and Ozone. I recommend this book because it's about environmental problems. So, for example, I remember when polar bears had homes, no danger or food to grow. It's kind of like a rhyming book. And then you go like this. And then when you flip it, it's their homes are melting. It's very sad. And then it tells you a tip of how to change that. So, tip: unplug anything that is not used. Hair dryers, chargers, toasters will save 10% of your electricity, thus reducing global warming. So there is a page with water pollution, a page with air pollution, warming, and there is many. So I'm sorry, but I have to go. So bye, guys.
My turn to play.
Leave me alone. 1 minute.
It's my turn. Has this ever happened to you? Fighting over video games when you can just make your own with Schoolcade.
Who are you? And why are you here?
And what's Schoolcade? I don't know what Schoolcade is, but let's find out.
Hello, Rio del Sol. Welcome back to your weekly weather forecast. For this week, it will be a mostly sunny week with a bit of clouds towards the middle of the week. It will be a very warm week, but you will still want to bring a small jacket. It will be more sunny on Monday, Tuesday, and Saturday than on the rest of the days. The highest that it will get to this week is 74 degrees, and the lowest that it will get to this week is 49 degrees. Well, that's it for this week's weekly weather forecast. See you next week. Goodbye.
For this week's tech tip, I want to show you how you can take a regular image found off the internet, trace over it, and turn it into what we call a vector image. So what we're going to use some tools in Google Draw, and we're going to use tracing to create our own vector image. First thing I do, let's grab an image. Now that I have an image, what I want to think about is what shapes am I going to be tracing or drawing. Now what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be using that polyline tool, which is right here. And this allows me to select different points, and once I connect them all, it's going to allow me to color it in. Now I want to think about the shapes that I have here. Here I have a fish with multiple different colors. Now all I need to do is start segmenting it out, and I can start creating some really cool stuff. So first, I want to trace the entire body. Then I'll start tracing each smaller segment. All I need to do is each time I want to create another little spot, simply click my mouse, and each time it will trace wherever I clicked it. So let's start doing this now. Now once I have my whole fish traced, I'm going to use some tools to raise and lower the objects. So Control and my down arrows will now actually put it behind it. Now I can start making all my other shapes and do the same. Let's do that now. Now that I got most of my shapes roughed out, now it's time to start raising and lowering and creating depth. Now I can start adding little features in here, there, wherever I really want to add more. And I can always reference my original photo behind it all if I really want to. Now the last little thing I need to do, once I have it pretty good, is I need to group it all together. Now, I select all of it, right click, and click group. Now my image will move as one drawn image. Now you can keep playing with it and make things larger, smaller, change them up, redo them if you have to. And the more time you take on it, the better it's going to look. But that's one quick way you can take a regular image and turn it into a vector cartoon image. Well, that's this week's Teacher Tech Tip.
So did you hear how this year is different?
How so?
Well, this year is leap year.
What does that mean?
It means that we add one extra day to keep the calendar year synchronized to the solar year, aka the time it takes the Earth to orbit the Sun.
Oh, that's right. Basically, we add one extra day in 4 years to make up the extra time each year, since it takes about 365 and 1/4 days to orbit the Sun.
Yep, so enjoy that extra day in February.
Oh, I will. And happy birthday to all of those who were born on February 29th.
Enjoy your birthday, because it only comes every 4 years.
I don't think it works that way.
Whatever you say.
Well, see you next week.
Bye!